It's still pretty early days when it comes to this new Lord of the Rings game being released on part of EA, but it does seem presently that, fitting for, EA, they can't really escape, some pushback, it seems. And I've seen some constructive comments being produced on behalf of this new Lord of the Rings game, Heroes of Middle-earth, which I could see this appealing to fans of other types of their work. But this is also the reason I say that there's been some complaints. I did see a video pop up when I was trying to, gather up all the information I could on this game to, go in terms of coverage. There's one video from, I believe, a very popular YouTuber active within the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes space, that mobile game, that apparently he acknowledged this is essentially ripping off. But I guess from what and again, that's just his take from, I just read the title of the video, I haven't watched it yet, because again, this is a first introduction for me based on the trailer that I'm looking at this game today. But it sounds like this is basically, from what I'm understanding, that game with a Lord of the Rings facade. Again, I can see that doing very well with Lord of the Rings players who have to well, I'm not necessarily a big Star Wars fan, but maybe I like the model of Galaxy of Heroes. I played Galaxy of Heroes a little bit. It's fine. Not my favorite game in the world, but it's, fun. It's engaging. Maybe this will be more endearing. Who knows? But it's basically the same thing. It's going to be, I'd say, serviceable. But if it does follow that format, I will also say maybe to its advantage, it'll be a pretty accessible release. So perhaps for people who are fans of both franchises could enter into Heroes of Middle-earth knowing, okay, I don't have to do, or take much time in experiencing perhaps how to play this game. Whereas maybe some other types of gaming formats, it'd be more of a challenge because it'd be a different format. It would be, a different type of gameplay, a different atmosphere. Mirroring the two and just changing the overall look and facade, that could, bring in a player base pretty easily. Either way, I've pulled up the first trailer here. I would say definitely, I don't know if this is the first time that Lord of the Rings has done, or has gotten a franchise extension for the video gaming world with the gameplay mechanics of something like Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Again, if that take is true. I find it interesting. I mean, of course, the Lord of the Rings space, in particular, in comparison to other franchises, has had very active adaptations in regard to the video gaming world. This is a big avenue for where Lord of the Rings has developed cinematically. And it's interesting, again, to see the variance of the different types of properties being released in the video gaming world of Lord of the Rings. But I wonder how this game will fare. I mean, I don't know. Let's gauge the level of interest, though, by looking at this trailer, or this first trailer, in fact, a very early one, for Heroes of Middle-earth. And is it, basically a giant Lord of the Rings washing over of the Galaxy of Heroes game? I don't know. It's a very short ad. Let's see.
A new ring. How did it come to you? Why did it choose you?
Oh, what a pretty ring. That's not much there. I mean, I'm going to imagine, too, this is a cutscene. I've seen some of the trailers for Galaxy of Heroes, and it's also a very similar style. We display the world of the game, but it's not necessarily, how the game functions. The ring's pretty. I like this world. If this were some sort of big action campaign game, I'd be oh yeah, this looks kind of endearing. It's a good first tease. But if it does follow the model of Galaxy of Heroes, it's not really going to follow this in style of gameplay. I also like how they mention it's not actual gameplay. So it's pretty much this probably is, again, I don't know. We'll see. Includes, of course, and this is very fitting for EA, includes optional in-game purchases. Oh, man. I don't know. Okay, I like EA games, but their reputation exceeds them. It does. I mean, how many games have you seen from them that end up in the realm of controversy? Especially among their console titles. There's been a lot recently. And maybe some of those games have fared well in their redemption stage, I think of Battlefront 2, speaking of Star Wars. I mean, Galaxy of Heroes, I don't think has had much in the way of controversy, even though I will also say that, EA really does like to take a lot of money out of you for their games. They're very pricey. I don't know, I'm curious about this game, because again, I'm I'd like to see more. I don't think, if this does fall in the realm of Galaxy of Heroes gameplay, this is not how the game is going to look. Right? Obviously, not actual gameplay. It's going to be very different in style. I'd be curious to hear what your thoughts are down below. For example, if you're a Galaxy of Heroes player, do you see yourself playing a game that has a Lord of the Rings facade that basically is the same according to the structure of the way the game is made? Same mechanics, just different characters, different look, different style, different abilities. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts down below. For those of you who perhaps are not Galaxy of Hero gamers, maybe you're Lord of the Rings gamers, and you're like, well, what is your thought, right? Would you prefer... I would say, again, I'm drawn, when it comes to Lord of the Rings gaming, more to the action titles than I am something like, Galaxy of Heroes-esque. I'd still try it. I just don't think this is a good enough tease, again, to best gauge what the game is going to look like. In time, again, maybe we'll get more ads. I'm sure we will. Let me know your thoughts down below, though, what your overall takeaway is. I'm just kind of like, I don't know. It's a very short teaser. Again, very cinematic, but if it follows Galaxy of Heroes, this is not what the game is going to look like. Maybe in the background for like one snapshot of, you're in this world as you fight the other characters of your abilities and your crew, but I don't know. It's not like the action of it, an ad like this would otherwise imply. But, I'll still be open to it. We'll see with time, as EA releases more in the way of this new game. We'll see how it fares. But it's definitely a very short tease. Not much to go on. Thank you so much for watching this video. Before you bounce, feel free to drop a like and comment, subscribe to this channel with a ding on the bell, and share this video with your friends. And consider checking out the description here. There you'll find links to my other channels, as well as addresses to my other social media accounts and ways you can help support my work if you feel so inclined. May God bless you, and looking forward to when our paths cross again.